Was that point where you're looking at a stronger lane, you have to pick in something like a Lulu. But with that, they say, let's go towards that mid-late game, give us some more ability to mid-game skirmish.
Indeed, and honestly, after yesterday when it was, let's dive the bot side.
All right, let's not try our luck too much at that point. Actually, Dale without that flash, see what he can do.
Has still got Hijack available now with the level 6 can try and punish this Vex without the flash. The bombs are on, Xerxes around. The Nuclear Imp will not pull the trigger.
Matty, though.
Have you just cast a curse this one? Not quite. Matty thought about an angle, but now Cobb's going to throw down the lightning crash. But he's danger, but gets out of the ground. Enters Cannon Barrage afterwards, though. Might turn this one around, but a flash away will keep him alive. Keep your eyes on Deo and Xerxes, though.
Yeah, they got the mid-pro again. Silence cannot respond. Aggressivo cannot respond. That means that, though there are no kills, Astral's force off the tower.
Xerxes got a Warrior Trickster and a Cyclone. Inclement weather incoming. But what category is it? Just a category 3 for now. And no one is washed away.
It's category 0 kills. Can't see anything more off of that. Nuclear Int has finally found their way to the party. You don't have any tools now. What can you do, Astralis?
Comes lightning and the weather turns around. First blood to Nuclear Int Silas.
Going to keep looking for something. When's that next extend duct up? Not going to be up in time to follow that on. So Nuclear Int a little find it just about. Nuclear Int with a kill on the board. Good news for BDS.
And when we thought about BDS success has often been through this mid jungle. And the jungle is here at least to try and punish Astralis. Goes in with the wind, becomes lightning. And the audacious charge gets a flash. And a Cobb into the Crescent Guard. Can't quite secure the kill after a fantastic round entry. Flash will not make him escape the Chakram, secure the life of the Rakan, but at least
does blow that ultimate. And again, you can see that BDS are really trying to shut this Zeri out of the game. Oh, Matty.
Oh dear, he is dead, deceased, pushing up the daisies. Gone to meet his maker, he is an X. Matty. Drakos is an insect.
Yes.
You can determine his danger by the colours he's sporting. But there you go, David Attenborough here on the caster desk apparently. Synkrov fighting for vision control, but Jongwoo's going to pop the quickness. Flash engage, doesn't quite land it. Cannon Barrage comes afterwards. In they come with the Vex Press! But that looks like a zillion ults keep Matty alive. Ults popped across the board. Ultra shot the laser.
Find a play which gives them the numbers advantage. Chachi has to blow the ultimate, but still has that TP. Astralis happy for the next couple of seconds about how this is going to go.
Problem is they are down 3 critical ultimates, and that could be punishing. Jonghoon will get the knock-up and dance his way out of danger. Aggressivo with Meganar hops in, gets Jonghoon's stopwatch and mistimes and Bar into the wall. He's over the wall. Jonghoon being chased down though with the Deutsch's charge. What can Dale do afterwards though? Gets the fear, but I don't think it'll be quite enough. The personal space not going to keep them alive. Xerxes' clone is jumped off, but not the monkey himself. Gets a Cyclone off, and now Nuclear Int with the stolen Cannon Barrage. Plundered rather. Managed to get his way out of danger, and only one dies despite a lot of chaos.
And Jonghoon goes down, but look at the amount of time he buys. It's not a clean pick from BDS. He makes them really work for it. But what happens with that is it gives Astralis another chance to contest this. This could have been a blowout fight. It's now back to even. Dale's got the ult.
Ready for round 2. They are going to land another Theum. Synkrov guns the dragon. Matty spinning around with the Inferno, trying to get as much damage down as he can. But they'll get the dragon, they'll get out, no one else dies.
And of course, Dale didn't actually have the ult, just the passive charge up, looking for something on the side, but BDS, it's hard for, it's not exactly clean, but it does get them the 2 early dragons. Now, they are still behind a little bit in gold, and Matty might be in danger. Does have the flash, we'll probably have to use it.
Jonghoon's got quickness back up again, but this time has cleanse, and the barrel crits Matty down to about a third, but nothing more. Now, Chachi in danger. Flash away with an abscond, an abduct, and a dead pirate.
BDS willing to throw some punches.
Oh my days, Nuclear Int. Goat of another esport that was entirely different. He was an Age of Mythology player under the name of Magyar.
That is a blast from my childhood, but see if you can channel into divinity in this one.
Absolutely, looking a little bit dangerous though for Synkrov. Just trying to survive with the Crescent Guard, but not for much longer. Kobe with even more gold to his name.
That's starting to look again. Dragon, it is spawning in BDS. Again, the hard work that they had on the Stanley's objectives starting to get a little bit dangerous.
Nuclear Int tries to steal away the Shadow Surge. Will not quite land it this time, and now Dayor still potentially in danger. Missed another Abscond Abduct. Now maybe Nuclear Int is in danger. In sprayed. Try to turn around. The stopwatch to prevent the engage with the Mythology.
Kind of left alone a little bit of mid laning. I was just wondering what was going to happen there, but of course, Cersei was a little far away to lead the charge on that one. Seriously looking to see what's happening with this mid.
Oh, the barrel from Chachi. That's some veterancy. Not going to matter too much right now. They're going to try and survive anyway as Jonghoon goes in. Kills off Synkrov. And the fight continues. Meganar is going to be around as well, but who even cares as everyone melts and Astralis by mid-game team fights. And It's a complete ace aside from Maddie.
They find the way to group, they come to the mid lane. You see that Aphelios farming again, and they say, you know what, let's not have any of that. They collapse him from the side lanes, get the kills. They need to really start finding ways to play around these vision traps. Because again, the vision control of Astralis allow them to make plays like this.
TP, and Matty is sandwiched between a rock and a Vex place. Nowhere to go, a Mistral Ball plus a barrel. Sticks him in the
this game to protect Matty when they're farming. Yeah, they're going to get a dragon out of this, but your AD carries off the board once more. You're going to have your lanes shoved into your base yet again. This is a constellation on his own, which is very important. Well, he's on vision. Which is
the War for Vision might just have been one hit by BDS. They're going to land the Binding Eclipse courtesy of that Graviton gun. But he's going to get out of danger now. Agresivo being punished on the other side. It was all a bait, all a ruse. And the Gnar is down. Chachi on a killing spree. And the inhibitor turret soon to fall afterwards.
And Astralis taking a couple of notes maybe from their previous game. Got a side lane to death versus G2. And Astralis pick up a couple of tricks, send a couple of people hidden down to that bot lane, and they break the base without even having to go towards that Baron. They don't go for the flip, they take 2 inhibitors, and they're out clean.
All eyes on Baron meant they weren't paying attention to the bot side. They slip in, they murder the Gnar, and they get 2 inhibitors to boot. Smooth plays for Astralis, and maybe an even smoother turnaround! Synchron left out to dry! Nothing to be done as Visit Chachi starts landing nuclear warheads instead of barrels. That will be game. There is nothing more to be done. Only Odote survives the battle.
It is almost a clean ace. Only Odote survives the oncoming exterminatus from Astralis, but this game is effectively done. Teleport's calling in. Drop him from orbit. Astralis looking to go 5 and 6.
BDS competed in the early game, but the mid-game collapse seemingly foretold. And Astralis will clean up this game in smooth, swift fashion.
Receiver one last charge.
A brave, valiant attempt, but it is just a firing of the 21. Boulder salute for the Gnar to celebrate and mourn the passing of his team. Astralis with the victory.
And you know what? That's about as typical as it does get from Astralis. They had that again. Maybe a couple of shakes in the early game, but really do want to credit them for sitting there and actually defending the early mid-jungle aggression. Cersei was there on time. Kobe and Jonghoon in that bot side, though they had a lot of resources thrown at them, also played out the game very safe.
So many ways to dive, so many ways to potentially snowball those lanes one way or another. That early game, as you mentioned, potentially quite cataclysmic, all puns intended, considering Gilius is champion.
The question is Draven ever going to be in position to do this? Because I really would like to know whether SK found out there, but he's coming down. Nissy's coming with him. The double junglers of Mad Lions coming to fight.
It's going to be a complete bloodbath early. Niski goes in, but Flash goes pop. Gilius still fine. Certus gets on to Elio ahead to Flash's pile. Back they go. Onslaught from the Severin from Jazz, who doing what he can, Unforgiven. Throws in the zap. It's a champagne supernova. But for who? Explosions galore in the early game. Gilius ignited.
What is happening?
Blood. Certus. Who knows what it is? It's the LEC, baby. 2-0 to SK in the early game.
And we knew it was going to be about these junglers. Niski, no flash, no chance in hell. And so much gold to SK. What did I say? SK on the up and up. They have ways to fight early. And you know what? I had, of course, being one of them. And you can see what they're doing. Niski trying to push in, but Talir finds it hard to farm the wave without pushing. Not going to get caught.
Abscond, abduct. Gilius takes a tower shot. They won't go for too much more. The seismic shove comes through and Certus takes an additional tower shot. Now has the threaded volley coming through. Will not.
There you go. It's not quite at the point yet where Aphelios is using bug language to say, don't fight me, I have bright-colored weapons. But it is still going to be a flash away. SK not quite there in time, but that's
going to go for it anyway to the backline to go. Gilius with a cataclysm to make him rain. As the cannon barrage comes through and Tweet's taken very low. Mad punish this time around. Flash will bring it. Excited he is! And it's 2 to Mad Lions, and the gold is back to dead even.
Oh, and it looks like such a good combo, but you've got a cannon barrage one side. Unforgiven gets a 3-man super mega death rocket as well. Didn't actually end up getting the final blow, but the AoE damage turnaround was really well played from Mad. SK, they overplay their hand a little bit. They let Mad back into the game.
They thought they had the option, but the turnaround there, that cannon barrage.
Last game. that he played where he's solo killing Aggressivo on the Sejuani in this game, getting his individual advantages, just about to hit Meganar again. Nisqy, as you're saying, getting out of lane, starting to attack the map. This is what you wanted to see. Let's see what they can do with it.
Boulder toss comes down. Gilius coming over fast he can. On to Nisqy. You're going to be seismic shoved away. Meganar at the wall, trying to stay alive. Flashing out best he can. Counter barrage afterwards. And Kaiser is quickly coming up and secures himself a kill. It's 4 members of Mad Lions around, and SK turn up, but it's a little belabored, a little late. Kind of takes him out with flat out for Gilius, trying to stay alive. But what about the turnaround? Certus with a stolen quickness will bring him down to his level. The chains go lashing and drag him straight to jail. Do not pass go, and Certus picks up 400 gold.
Oh, Mad Lions first to the play, but not
members punishing the
I
overshot.
want to see if Certus will commit to this. There's 1v2, and this is about to hit Meganar. If Silas manages to make their way to the fight, this is dangerous to Mad.
Okay, trying to hop away best he can, but Kaiser's coming down as well. Will they teleport to save? They're going to get Meganar to the wall, and they're trying to teleport. They're flying around, so he's damage to the cannon barrage. Secures the kill, and is this a teleport into Doom? Not quite yet. Gilius around the side, looking for a flag, and a drag straight down into hell! Into the Colosseum, they go one more, and that Samford is not being washed away by the waves.
It has just been the story of this game. Proactive play, actually fairly timely.
Given it to Jezu up 1.5. Okay. And that gold has been very close for a very long time. It might just be about to break apart.
Jezu's not got the best weapons. He's not really got himself, he doesn't have a chakram combo with either of the two prime positions.
Nearly out on Calibrum. Should switch.
What can SK do to really start exploding this fight? They have the flank from Genax.
Certus as well with the quickness, gets in and tries to bring them down. But what about the turnaround with the cannon barrage? Doing a lot of work. Meganar into the wall. Gilius into the backline. Murders unforgiven. There is nothing left to do. Gilius must escape and will surely fall. Pulled out of the wall by Nisqy's seismic surge, but the battle continues. Jezu being chunked down by Elioya, who flash jumped. You don't beat the Troll King. Mad Lions mid-jungle comes to play.
What starts out as a wonderful flank movement from SK can't quite get the knockout blow. Elioya, the guy which has continually said, give me the resources, I'm going to take that farm, and I am going to be another carry.
The advantage they have, but very dark, and Nisqy needs to be afraid.
Yeah, and they've made mistakes around late game objectives before.
Chains land, and let's see whether they can drag this one down to hell. The cycling shot will keep him alive and have a treat. Throws down that, and forget the name of it, doesn't matter, he's dead anyway. Depth charge, thank you very much. Bad time to be forgetting ability named Armut. Tries to flash through the flag and dragon, sort to manage it. Cataclysm comes through, but a cannon barrage to match. Trying to trade this one out anyway. Armut getting Gale forced down, and the gangplank dies just like that.
And just when we were turning up to that play, I had that thought coming through my mind. Hang on. Mad Lions late game objectives. They've had some issues with this before. Now you got the Calibrum, Crescendum, Rifle Turrets, and Jezu, which means you have a lot of objective damage. Jezu going to be doing a lot of damage while these weapons stay active.
Elioya has flash, it's off vision, can smite. This is still so risky. Gilius was the one person to fall. Certus off vision, looking for Kaiser. Dredgeline misses, but the Everfrost does not. What about the abscond? Abduct. Genax is back in over the wall, trying to chase out Elioya. And SK pull off. They cannot find the fight they were looking for and are not willing to flip versus the Trundle.
Okay, now there's a teleport coming in from Nisqy, got that through the spell book, and now Mad Lions actually in the overall play are going to get themselves Soul, more likely than not. Great Weaver's Wall from Nisqy to block off SK from contesting.
Kaiser has the quickness, he's going to knock up Genax. Dragon secured, into the backline goes Unforgiven, has got the quickness stolen, trying to do what he can. Elioya healing right back up though with a subjugate. If you go for the king, you best not miss. As he gets out, gets the Soul, and Mad Kaiser does manage to escape from an attempted little SK invade.
Elioya now going to find treats. Elioya no flash either.
But I don't know how much Treats wants this. Jezu steps up, has got Onslaught running. Elioya ignited, but Treats is down. He's tricked into that one. Gilius getting knocked out, goes down, 2 already. Genax to the backside, but Mad punish SK. 3 for none.
It's another miscalculation again as we wave hi to you as Mad Lions are going to go wave themselves over to that Baron, a hard-earned objective. Mad Lions, we put that seed of doubt into them, trying to talk about whether this SK roster could land this upset, could follow on their run of form. Both teams on win streaks, but Mad Lions, we don't call them currently the best team in Europe for no reason. RNG does very well. I think that a lot of teams, actually Rogue very good at this in the LEC. If you push too hard, you go onto enemy vision. You can see right now, they're pushing on towards. Can SK find something off of this?
Going to try and play for that best they can. The pillar does not do as much as perhaps was wanted, and Mad Lions kind of forced away there as SK looking. Treats. Went for that flash hook, but now a turnaround from Nisqy with a seismic shove. They're on to the north, and he's dragged down to the depths.
Nisqy holds his nerve on the flash away from the hook, doesn't pull it there, knows it's missing, flashes forward to take out some of the teeth of SK's pick potential. You can't fight around that vision and pushing too far into it if you don't have your
Weavers,
and
wall, and there's no Gwen in this game to stitch it right back up. Gilly is into the Cataclysm, but it's only his own demise. The apocalypse strikes for SK. Their win streak is looking like it's close to ending.
SK in spring 2-0'd Mad Lions. Mad Lions replay the favor in summer, looking to send SK into a precarious position in summer.
They're the kings of the jungle, the kings of the LEC, and the Lions roar their way to another victory unless somehow, someway SK can do something. Jezu tries his best, but it will just not be enough.
A valiant effort, all things said and done from our 4 and 6 team, but Mad Lions cannot look down on this team. A close run affair. Mad Lions won it out in the clutch fights, in those team fights, and set themselves up again even more strongly at the top of the table.
It's beginning to look more and more like a little bit of a film here. MGM clearly with the Lions roaring their way in this one. They get the win. They get themselves towards the top of the tables. Now 8 on their name. 4 wins in a row. What a game it's been.
And this loss for SK puts them, as we were saying, into a pretty precarious position. They had this win streak, felt like they had a good read on the meta, but it still stands that they are behind the pack. They will stay behind the pack now. At this point, only a few weeks left, you have to start really ruining these opportunities. They missed out by...
Against Talia, of course, will be very difficult to engage on Talia, a Tam Kench Eat, right? So finding the backline from Ursa is going to be quite difficult. He's probably going to play with his front line just to make sure that they can play a front-to-back-esque kind of fight. VTO doing his own. Hex Flash is the go-to room. Perks playing with Spellbook. Going to start off with Ignite, have a little bit more lane pressure. Probably wants to swap the TP on the first thing to look for a back. As Mercer will find a Brawl here, looking for a wall, it seems. Oh, they want some.
A little bit of knockup, keeping the trade going. Second charge is done. Gonna connect. LeBron running. There's nothing he can do here. You can maybe trade flash for flash, but just goes down. Gets the ignite from Mercer, but gives away 400 gold. Excellent start for Misfits.
Easy does it. Karzi needs to stop VTO from basing here, and looks like he's going to. Will VTO have the flash here? It looks like he won't. Perks misses the Q, and Karzi's too far away to follow up.
Explosive fight, that early objective. But I think naturally, anytime we talk about an LEC game, if it's not a Wampa Stomp early, I feel like it only comes down to late game teamfights. Hold that thought. Perks, they know he has no flash. It makes this easy follow-up gang. Mercer on the way in, too. Perks is in trouble.
Oh, the
no, he forgot! He didn't read the patch notes, but it doesn't matter.
Well, Perks wants to leave his lane and impacts the sides, but Misfits just want to keep sending
Not a fan of that option.
And this is one way to stop the Talia from being able to roam. I mean, in isolation, Perks can push VTO in and can move towards sides, but Misfits just want to make this an ARAM.
This is rough. If VTO just takes the Trundle ult, he's going to be a very tanky boy, unless they can burst him down first. He might not have the opportunity to do so. He whiffs on the change, the healing.
He didn't have vision. Haru was just like
going. Might as well roam.
Hell yeah, 4-man top. This is what we wanted to see in the early stages. Can Schlatan defend this in a 2v4? Irrelevant, no TP.
And for so long, they were able to stop Perks from getting out on the map, but now that he's level 6, he seems just about unstoppable. Nice pillar to keep him going. He can't jump over those rocks. He's got no way to escape. The dodge is about to fade away. Irrelevant still standing for now. He's trying to sidestep the movement. Not good enough, but on the bottom side, oh, this is the risk. This is the power of Aphelios. Keep your eyes on the damage output. Keep your eyes on the shock room, too. If they get another wave on that bot side, they're going to break that tower open.
Misfits are able to trade, and they're going to get a hell of a lot for it. They're going to get a full wave into tower. Labrov has TP, so they shouldn't lose
the Dragon for the Herald. The question really is, how does Haru use that Herald? Because it could be a 300 gold lead or about 160, balancing out the earlier plate. Or it
to respond, the 3v3. VTO has to catch the wave, and then Perks will then disappear into darkness. As Mercer drops a wall to try to get as much information as possible, because Neon, no flash, could get an ult here from Perks.
Ooh. Okay, Labrov needs to back it up just a little bit. Keep your eyes on the wall coming in, though. Neon can find himself in trouble very quickly, but Mercer now trying to turn the fight. Schlatan on the way in as well. Instantly going to flash over the wall. They can just try to burst him down, but Labrov, quick on the ult, he is going to stop the play from going any further. VTO walking away as well.
Nice
now Neon, the knockback, it's clean, but no, they keep him standing, but he whips! He knocks him away, he stops the red ult from connecting, and that means he dies. He does not get the health back. And oh, it's such a close exchange
here. You want to take the full tower ideally. He is going to drop it, and in this 4v3, they should be able to hit the tower, knock onto VTO. He loses towards half his HP. Mercer's already low. He has no ult. So the crash comes in, the demolish will proc, and the tower might just fall if they just commit to it. The only scary thing is...
Knockback Mercer. Oh, no! Into the waiting jaws of a giant catfish. That was not the play that they wanted. Yeah, they hold on to the tower.
Small jungle camps here. The crab is one of them.
Difficult critical now for the team. Mersa maybe fishing for something here. Alfari, not sure if he has the hop left. Can double bounce out. You got the TP now coming in. The charm. A lot committed for Misfits here. Alfari still standing, waiting to use the ultimate as long as humanly possible. The knockout comes in from Zlatan. Alfari just scoops him back, flashes out. Misfits. Absolute mad lads, ready to all in on a single play.
Towards the top side, of course, we saw Haru respond to that play towards the later stages of the TP, and now Misfits actually find themselves a dragon, playing a little bit of seesaw.
On this wave with the cannon, Zlatan on the way in. Meanwhile, on the top side, Haru taking tower. They also have a Herald. Misfits, gamblers, absolutely committed to making this happen, but Mercer's still tanking the tower. He flashes out to safety. Yes, they will take down Alfari. Now they have to set their sights in the tier 2 because they're going to lose so much on the top side. Neon all on his lonesome. A single slow connects. The TK will kill him, but he manages to make it out unscathed.
I will say a pretty good damn response here from Misfits. The fact that you're facing a Herald, maybe Vitality can look for a tier 3 here. No, VTO shows himself and will sway away any more kind of sieges coming out from.
And there's like something hilarious happens, I'll know. You know,
brings your attention to it.
You know, the at-home audience, they have no way of telling me. I find out later that something hilarious happened.
Yeah, Perks just gonna ult here onto Neon, who has flash but no Gale Force.
Flashing out, no Gale Force, as you highlighted a second. Any slow connects though, it's just so easy to land the setup.
Yeah, great play there by Perks, even in the face of 2 members.
Ooh, and it's just so obnoxious to play against Silas.
This is it.
As a Gnar. The power of this ultimate, how low the cooldown is, means it's low for Silas too. He can have it up just about every single fight. Eyes on BTO, eyes on Neon off to the side. That's going to be the 3-man snare. The ball with the Graviton. They're debating. They want to see if they can find an angle in. Vitality retreating is 5. Instantly knocked through the wall. Goes Golden. Mercer fishing for the ball. Labrov going backward. Alfari and Mega Gnar now fishing for a fight. Perks unstoppable. The back line of Vitality remaining untouched. Perks absolutely monstrous. Not the big explosive damage, but the sustained damage that will win these fights. Carzzy popping off. Vitality taking the
Perks
fight.
once more.
Stolen Gnarl, just not enough as Vitality push Misfits out of the pit.
That's going to be the Dragon. That's 3 kills to Vitality as well. You can see how hard it is for Misfits to find an angle. The root connects onto Perks, but how can VTO... Like Misfits are trying to set up some kind of trap here. Mercer has the ultimate. Neon and him were looking for some kind of angle. VTO is bot now with TP up. Labrov's looking for a fight.
Just walking forward, he's so incredibly tanky. Neon has terrible guns for a fight. They managed to interrupt the dive forward. The wall now coming in. There's no way out of this. Goodbye, Aphelios!
Is that Baron? Baron could be on the cards here for Vitality. They didn't use too much there. Still a lot of team fight ultimates available for them. They just need Alfari to come towards this Baron pit and zone away the rest of Misfits. Zlatan has no flash, so he has no way into this pit unless he can full cast it. We saw Malrang do it. Can Zlatan? Alfari needs to find him and mark him.
TP for Labrov can try to retreat, but for now they're just staying around the pit. This is going to be a very slow Baron. They might end up trading an inhibitor for this Baron, so very crucial that they keep this going. Now VTO actually going to TP out once he breaks the tower. They're ready for the full-on 5v5. They want to head face first into Perks, but Zlatan is already so low.
My God.
Oh my God. Talia E is a disgusting ability. They're getting obliterated. They keep opting into these fights. They keep walking into their own death. Perks, an absolute monster. The front line of Vitality keeping their mid laner safe, and there's just nothing Misfits can do.
Yeah, it's the meat grinder of Vitality. The second you step into it, there's no way out. That's going to be a Baron. 2 kills as well. Maybe VTO should have just looked for that bot in it because you're opting into a 4v5. You're opting
forward for Zlatan. He's already behind, but there's a Trundle ult on the opposite side, so whatever paltry resistances he can put together, Trundle will take a decent chunk of, and it's the same story for Relevant on the top side. He can be strong, he can build tanky. If he pops that ult, and Haru pops ult in response, he is still a very squishy Jax.
Vitality just taking every objective right now. Misfits, no wave clear, no way to respond, no way to push them back. The only option for them is to engage, but they lose a fight, and Mersa's looking for the flank here.
There's not really an angle here. I don't even know who he leaps on. You highlighted this. The Tahm Kench protects one member. The rest of the team can try to disengage.
The Pillar, Talia, the Mega Gnar in their face. Misfits have to run for the hills.
Oh, Mercer's just getting run down. He has no way out. He's trying to eat a VTO, but VTO can't even afford to step back. He now has the quickness to run to safety.
Wow. There goes their engage, and Vitality know it, so all they have to do now is get the bot waves in. You can see the pings. Haru's going to sprint down there, play for the triple inhibitor. Labrov's going to try to chase Mercer away because there goes the majority of their engage. Zlatan flashing onto Perks.
Trading flash for flash. Will not quite get sniped. Never mind. Trying to sidestep. Knockback. Can't do it. Not fancy enough. Does get the flash. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a Vitality win. Misfits, they've run out of options. They've tried to fight so many times into this Talia, but just have not been able to find the angle. Vitality bleeding them out. We heard it from the desk. Both these teams can be the best team. Both these teams can be the worst. Well, today, Vitality are showing us their best. This has been an immaculate performance.
Yeah, they're keeping Misfits a hell of a distance away, and there's just no way they can close it. That's 3 inhibitors down. That's the last nail in the coffin. Misfits are trying to heal up on their own Nexus here. Vitality take the first tower. They're looking for the second. It's just a matter of time, Misfits. You gotta go in.
One last fight. This is it. Irrelevant committing. Parzi walking away. BTO with the Gnar ultimate. The other thing you're looking at, keep your eyes on Neon. Perfect guns for a stacked 5. The Vitality pulling back. Ulti in. That was the red one.
Yeah, no damage.
That was an oopsie, but at this point, I don't know how much of a difference it would have made. Nexus standing in front of them. Misfits playing for kills. I do not think they can save this, but maybe they can. Irrelevant getting pushed away. No, LeBron keeping the team alive. Now taken down. Misfits again. Here comes the catfish. There's just nothing left for these poor rabbits. They get torn apart, and finally the Nexus will fall.
Dominant from start to finish. It looked like the second that bot fight happened and Perkz was ahead, the rest of the map was as well. Alfari was on his little island playing a little bit of a lane kingdom from his matchup. And then once the whole team of Vitality came together, it was extremely one-sided. No response from Misfits whatsoever in those fights. That last Dragon fight for the third Drake for Misfits was basically the game decider.
Yeah, and I
Target. There's your answer. So Rogue, really good team fight. A little bit of split push with Odoamne on the Gnar. Probably playing more towards bot side here in G2. A lot of roam potential from Caps, 2 side lanes that he can also see. The Crab is down. Broken Blade's pushed out top, and now Jankos will move into the jungle. He's got his top laner by his side. Caps will push in this mid and join. Malrang knows they're on the way, so he doesn't want to show. He's being extremely sneaky here, and he's going to take the fight.
Obviously, Volibear's still powerful in the early trades, but Broken Blade coming in should mean surely a dead Malrang. Gnar ready to come over the wall. Malrang flashing out. Jankos could be in trouble. Good bit of poke. He can just take his time on this one, wait for Mega. Broken Blade has to step forward. Jankos can heal up off the blue buff. Good highlight there, Caedrel. Jankos now focused on the objective.
Might get baited here. Jankos has smite, so if he overcommits here, it could get turned.
Coming in. He is going to smite that one out. Well played by G2. A close exchange, however. Sand Soldier's poking. Targamas on the way up too. Odoamne looks like he's ready for now. They're just willing to give this one up. Not looking to take the 3v3.
I think a Herald fight is what Rogue will look towards. Try to get Sejuani level 6, Kalista level 6. Move their bot lane up. Just flashed away there in mid. Trimby used the Ignite, and also fighting happening in mid. Summoner's blown for the first time this game, and now G2 trying to make sure this Herald crashes. The 2v2, Caps is catching mid-wave, and Larson is moving top first, ironically. Normally the Talia is here first, and G2 have to be careful.
Trading. Going back and forth now. Malrang potentially in trouble. Larson on the way up, though, could be big. Jankos taking a decent amount of damage. Herald is yet to charge. They will finally get the charge off. There it is, a bit of money into the back pocket of Broken Blade. Malrang now going to be in trouble trying to turn back, trying to fire back, but G2 quick on the collapse. Larson now has to retreat. The rest of his team trying to make impact elsewhere on the map. Comp pushing in the bot lane, so hard to show in statistics. It's something that has to be respected from the side of Rogue, and it looks like ultimately they're just going to give this objective up. Larson not in position to contest. G2 grabbing another Drake for free. The Herald.
Looks like Rogue want to force down the enemy bot tower now, get a wave in there, look for dives, try to threaten something. Of course, TPs are up. You can see that ward across the Dragon Pit there. Broken Blade can TP to it. Unleash teleports, whereas Odoamne doesn't have the best of wards. We'll have to look for the wave. Trimby engaged on.
Caught out, has Aftershock as well as the passive, so he's tanky for just a little bit longer. Comp going to try to keep this fight going. Flack at perfect guns for a fight, though. They're going to come in anyway. Now the Talia all coming down. Caps the backup that they were waiting for. Free-firing Jankos. Slowly but surely going to get cut down. The stun. Managing to find the kill. Rogue getting one. Malrang going to be the next one in trouble. Unstoppable. Fantastic use of the ultimate. G2 biting off more than they can chew in that context. Rogue able to find
the Dragon there. It would have been a tower trade for a Dragon, so good presence of mind to actually force G2 away, take a fight, push them back, get the objective uncontested, lose nothing in return. All the way to his tier 2, and it gives Broken Blade so much time to roam around the map and join his team. You can see him in mid now, looking for Comp.
Comp gonna be in trouble, trying to leap backwards here. Knocked up, knocked down, shut down. Gale Force in from Blackett.
Does G2 go to Baron? Could be risky.
Good guns.
But could be a hell of a reward. Looks like they're posturing forward. They're going to start it up. Good guns, as you said. Caps is around. Odo has to TP in soon. There it is. Malrang and Trimby. What's the engage going to look like? This Baron will go down quite quickly. Caps has smite as well.
Away. Stun going down into Jankos. Jankos getting burned down. Targamas going to eat him up, so they still have a smite in the pit. Blackman again. Perfect guns for fight. Larson! The Emperor himself, but is it enough? Can he keep the fight going? Keep your eyes on Blackman. 20 shot group. This man is popping off. Welcome to 200 years, baby. You do not fight the white god of Felio.
Take the risk, and there's your reward. G2 get a full ace of Baron, and the game is blown wide open. Larson
thought he saw the hero play with the stopwatch, but it's Flacket who repositions, and it's Flacket who melts them down.
Credit to G2. From what we saw last week to this week, it's just such a massive turnaround in performance. Yanko's talked about individual levels needing to step up. They shut down Rogue's early game plan. They limited the impact of a power walking away, and this is big. I mean, respect to Larson for still having the confidence to go for those plays. Again, this is the difficult decision. If he tries to go in and go for the Azir sec, he might be in trouble. Odoamne zooming, speeding away. Force of Nature gives a bit extra movement speed, trying to get the procs here. Odoamne getting caught out, getting knocked down. Rogue now needing to make a response play in the mid lane, but they don't have the damage to fight Jankos. But Comp certainly does. Looking to finish the job now. Jungler taken down. He has the GA to buy a bit more time. Targamas can leap in and eat him when he needs to, but no. Targamas is forced out. Jungler, no! It's still alive! Targamas, the hero play, saving Private Jankos. The birthday boy still standing. Larson stunned. He knocks him back. We wanted to know how they would get into range, and Larson delivers them. Comp with a massive triple.
Massive triple indeed, and it's Larson who sets them up, and it's Comp who knocks them down. 3 kills for Jankos. Malrang's alive. Caps and Broken Blade, the 2 solo laners.
Larson and Comp clear this so incredibly quickly. Caps a lot of tools to protect, but the damage not going to be enough to stop this. Maybe, just maybe, he can steal it. Medic said it once before, but there's just no way he can steal it.
Odo Meganar procced a little bit earlier than he'd like. Maybe he can engage on it. Malrang and Trimby coming around the corner, ready on the trigger finger. Comp is the main damage dealer now. That triple kill got him so many shutdowns. He's sitting on 4 items. It looks like they're going to force it up.
The wall to split the team. Malrang on his lonesome, getting forced back. G2 with the Cloud Soul. Broken Blade proccing the ultimate. He's going to be one very fast boy. Flacket standing back. Blue gun as well. Rogue, if they group up too much. It's a tense game.
20 seconds left in this Baron buff. Will fade, and Rogue actually got no towers for it. Odo's going to fight Broken Blade here.
Stepping in, waiting for Mega to come back up. Wall not going to find the stun. Gwen is immune, but getting hand delivered to the rest of the team. Caps on the way, but he has to just leap off the wall. He says, I'm not interested in that ride anymore.
Yeah, jumps on. Blue Orb will spot him out there, so good presence of mind there by Odo to know that they're making a play down here, but Broken Blade's forcing it.
Leaping backwards, trying to zoom out to safety. Has
Broken Blade
going massive! And at the same time, they're taking the Baron. Rogue are split. They don't know what to do. G2 have caught them unawares. Larson returning to the bottom side, but Flacket is so incredibly strong. Rogue do not have the tools necessary to contest this. They have to play like absolute madmen to try to get anything done. Trippy eaten up. Stop for now. Flacket on the backside. He does so much damage. You cannot stop this! Aphelios! The guns! The chakrams! G2 taking everything from Rogue!
And I think they can just end the game from that. The 2-man play by the solo laners of G2. The clutch team fight from Flacket with the guns. Comp
not in the mechanical play of G2. They played it cleanly. It is in how they split Rogue, how they split the decisions. They pulled away the most powerful member of Rogue to attend to the bottom side of the map to stop G2 from ending the game. In the meantime, they took the fight that led to the Baron. Full advantage now to G2. The biggest buffs in the game you can ever imagine. The Soul.
Flacket gets some room to breathe, heals up with the BT, but now G2 so much firepower. Here they come. Rogue just gonna engage.
Pushing for the fight, looking to take down Jankos before anything else happens. Split up for now. Caps immediately off to the side. Eyes on Larson. He is the one that matters, but he's not back. Larson, in his moment, the Emperor of nothing, as his kingdom will fall before him. G2 tearing Rogue to pieces. They were the favorites in that fight, have no doubt, but they play it flawlessly.
It's a clean house for G2, and they're just gonna close it out. Rogue knew they had their backs against the wall, and the only option was to engage, and they get wiped.
G2 moving up, Rogue moving down. A master class from G2 and the birthday boy.
Where has that G2 been over the last few weeks? What a statement game against our top team in the league. Shakes things up even more now.
I hear a loose chorus of happy birthday.